History just was made with the S&P 500, folks. S&P 500, 7450. This market, the S&P 500, has never been up this high before. Look at that chart. Look at this rip your face off rally. Our bullish on America trades, folks, that we've covered recently are printing money. For a couple grand today, folks, you could potentially make hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, what are you waiting for? I just gave this report yesterday to our lifetime members and folks who are joining our brand new tactical trade alert service. This is a report on the S&P 500. And look at this. I give my super bullish, bullish, base case, and bearish scenarios for the S&P 500. And we're looking at trades out to, you see right here, December of 2031. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you one of these trades you'll get in this report. Look at this, look at these trades. Where is it? Where's the one here? Risking $1,400 to potentially make $200,000 years into the future. Would you spend $1,400 to potentially make 200 grand? Folks, this is an 8-page report. This is the type of proprietary research along with actionable trades. I helped build a hedge fund when I was in Chicago, a volatility arbitrage hedge fund in a multi-billion-dollar firm. This type of research and intel was reserved for our high net worth clients. You had to have at least 10 million with us to get this type of report, and if you didn't, you had to pay for it. This is about a $10,000 proprietary report right now, folks. I gave this because they're lifetime members to our lifetime members. This is our new tactical trade alert service. See, I gave this one day ago, this report. All my intel's in there, potential threats to this happening. But folks, if the S&P 500 just keeps moving up and to the right, you could potentially see hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. And in that report, I'm going to tell you why it's going to do that, folks. Look at that picture. I mean, if you take out this Joe Biden bear market in 2022, look at that. Beginning of 2022 to October, it was a 25% implosion in the S&P 500. It was a bear market. Don't get me started about Joe Biden. But let's go look. Forget Joe Biden, at the S&P 500 longer picture. I'm going to show you one of my current bullish on America trades. Look at 10-year chart of the S&P. I'm just a political science major from South Jersey, folks, South Philadelphia. Do you see a trend in that picture? How about let's just click all the years of the S&P 500. Look at this. There's me as a instructor pilot in a ready room in Miramar. Look at that. There's your .com boom. There's Whiz in Chicago. At ground zero, folks. I was in the Chicago Board of Trade, the Chicago Board Options Exchange during the global financial crisis. There's that implosion. And then what happened? Right here, folks, the Federal Reserve, I was against this. The Federal Reserve jumped into safe capitalism. And we have never looked back. Look at the COVID crash. I wrote a book about it. I turned little old ladies in tennis shoes into millionaires. You can go read it. About 2.5, 3 weeks, we made $2.5 million. Unbelievable. But look at that. Does that look like that big of a freak out? And again, there's the Joe Biden bear market. But look at this. One more time, folks, you have got to read this report. I break out. Let me just show you real quick. I'm gonna go fast because you need to join to get access to this. Super bull, base, bearish case. I believe in the Super Bowl case here, folks. There's all the intel for the bullish case. There's the intel for the bearish case. Evaluate it, folks. Again, I'm not going to give too much of this away. I'm going to scroll, and all my tactical trade alerts end with trades. Look at these other reports I've been cranking out here. The psychedelic biotech sector report. Did you see what Compass did today? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a look. Are you long-term bullish like Compass? We are. Compass, ladies and gentlemen, reported earnings. They're up 15% right now. So here's Whiz let me just grab a little line here. Here's Whiz going to the White House, right? I told you, I'm like, man, buy Compass with both hands. If you bought it before I went to the White House and said, you know what, I think we're going to see some good news, you're up 86%. That's in the stock. If you're doing the options like we do here, Top Gun Options, you're up hundreds of percent in the stock. Let's just say you bought it the Monday after I left the White House and said, wow, now really buy it with both hands. You're up 27% in Compass. Why am I rambling about this? Because it's all, look at this. There's me in the White House. Let me go down to our targeting list. The number one buy in my psychedelic sector report is Compass, then Definium. Atai also reported earnings today. But folks, look at this report. This is probably about a $5,000 product, right? And then one more report that you'll get as part of the service, the Chicago Board Options Exchange. When I put this out after earnings a week ago, 326, I said buy it with both hands. I gave you the bull, bear, all sorts of stuff like that. Whiz, how's SIBO doing? Chicago Board Options Exchange. Oh, I don't know. Let's go take a look, man. Look at this chart. Look at this. I put that report out after the earnings right here. You see right there? I put that out when the stock, what was it? Well, let's go look at the report. 325, right? After earnings, I cranked out a report at 325 that said buy it with both hands. It's up to 365. The trade that I put on is up, what was that, 2-3 weeks? 126. This is one of my real portfolios, by the way. 126%. That's $5,500 in a couple weeks. Folks, these proprietary reports are worth their weight in gold, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing month to date? About 10 grand. Folks, up 10 grand just month to date. What are we in? Week 2. In a week and a half, I'm up 10 grand in one of my personal accounts, folks. Here's what you need to do. If you don't need, I think that was the sales pitch right there. It's only $97, folks. Many of you know I don't drink anymore. Destroyed alcohol in my life. Why? Psychedelic assisted therapy. Thank you, God. But for a crappy bottle of wine, folks, you can get access to these proprietary reports, 1 or 2 a week, folks. The AI Super Cycle report is a 13-page hedge fund proprietary institutional report you will get. That one's closer to about a 15 grand product when I was in Chicago. Do the annual membership, folks. You get 2 months included, man. It's always cheaper to do the annual. Go on our website, topgunoptions.com, and just on the drop-down menu under trade alerts, it's the first trade groups. It's tactical trade alerts. Now, if you want to hear me do all this stuff again, you can join me next Wednesday night. That's Wednesday, May 20th at 7 p.m., right? It's right there. go.topgunoptions.com/tactical-alerts-register. Why do you want to register right now? Whiz, I'm going to go buy these right now. I want all of those reports with those actionable trades because I can't attend your live trade briefs. I work for a living. Guess what, folks? 85% of Top Gun Options members work for a living. These are perfect if you work for a living and you like reading stuff. I like printing stuff out, man, grabbing my pen and reading stuff on the couch. But folks, why do you want to register for this live trade session? Well, it's at night. It's at 7. It won't be live trading, but I will be live because I'm going to give you these. If you want that hedge fund report, it's quality. It's about 13 pages of the 10 names I'm targeting in the AI sector. So just for opting in, you'll get the AI Super Cycle report. The 10 NVIDIA, Palantir, Amazon, you want to read this report. What about this one? I just showed you. The psychedelic biotech sector report, man. Compass, Definium, Atai, and Help. Compass up. If you bought Compass before I went to the White House, the stock itself is up over 80%. Oh, well, Whiz, did I miss it? No. Read the damn report. We're just getting started with the psychedelic sector. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a free brief next Wednesday night, May 20th. At 7, Whiz, I'm watching hockey that night. I'd like to be watching hockey that night too, but I'm going to be doing this brief. Register and I'll give you access to the replay. So you get the replay if you register and these 2 hedge fund reports. Or just join now, man. It's $97 or $970 for a year. You get those 2 months free. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ripping. We're having a blast here at Top Gun Options. We're printing money. We got some protection on in case the market rolls over. We're having a blast. Come check out the Tactical Trade Alert service here at Top Gun Options. Have a great rest of your day. Fights on. Namaste and Basi Basi. Whiz.